I think that there's something wrong with today's entire society. People are blaming social media for the problems that we have in the world, but there is no social media, there's just us. We are human beings. We created social media and we use social media. We control what goes on social media. And we are blaming social media itself for everything that is going on. And I think we need to start taking accountability for everything that is going on social media. If you're not happy about social media, then delete it. Delete social media, delete Instagram, delete Snapchat. If it doesn't make you happy, then delete it. I just think that we're talking so much crap about this device, the social media, and we don't understand the actual opportunity that this thing provides. Like 30 years ago, there was no phone. Everybody's addicted to their phone now. This is reality. And from a business perspective, this thing allows you to reach people all over the world. Like, I could reach someone in Switzerland right now. I could reach someone in Australia right now. 30 years ago, that was not possible. At least I don't think. Like, now you can literally just go on your phone. You could go here to Instagram. You could type in a place. And then you could type in, let's type in Switzerland. Right? Here's Switzerland. This person right here is in Switzerland right now, and I can go and comment on their posts and interact with them. And I just think that that's phenomenal, and us as millennials, we really take it for granted. Like, you can literally make a salary off of a social media account based on the Smurfs. I'm not even joking, like, it's that crazy. Yet there's teenage girls out there who are not taking advantage of that at all. And instead, they would like to take their selfies like this and spend an hour doing it because they don't look good enough. And I think that's ridiculous. They post a selfie and then they take it down in 5 minutes if it doesn't get enough likes. But little do they know, nobody gives a shit about the selfie of them. Literally. No, if you just think into the human brain, you teenage girls should too. Like, you should think about how you think. Do you actually care about the other girls' selfies? Like, seriously, I know you don't. Just like if one of my friends posts a picture of him playing basketball, I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting any value out of that. The only way people are gonna care is if you provide value to your audience. And ultimately, that is what 80% of the world is not doing. The 20% that are really taking advantage of this golden era are being smart, because this era is not gonna last forever, and we need to understand that. In 2 decades, Instagram is gonna be irrelevant, just like MySpace is irrelevant now. MySpace used to be popping, but we were kids when that happened, so we don't know a lot about that. But now, Instagram is our MySpace, and we need to understand that. So if we are creating content on the internet, we need to understand that eventually we will need to adapt to something else. The internet's always gonna be there. That's a world-changing invention. But the social medias like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they're all in their prime. And in a decade or two, there's gonna be new things. And all of us content creators are gonna have to adapt. Like, everybody might have 1 million followers right now, all those people, but what's gonna happen when Instagram becomes irrelevant? Their sales are gonna go down, and if they're not smart enough to be aware to adapt to the new platform to post content, then that's it, it's over for them, they lost. Like, guys, remember when Vine was absolutely popping? Vine's gone. It's gone. Like, I thought Vine was gonna be around forever when I was posting on Vine. Like, Vine's never coming back. There's only TikTok now, which is an amazing platform right now, and it's very relevant. So I don't think there's a problem with posting on there at all. And I think that it's been classified as a little girl's app, but it seriously can be used to attract an audience. And I personally do not use TikTok right now, which I need to start using TikTok because it is relevant. And the reason that I'm not using TikTok, and the reason that other people are not creating content on TikTok, is because of what other people say. Yes, I occasionally care about what other people say. I'm working on not caring about what anybody says. It's gonna take a little bit of time though. But if we're crippled by other people's opinions in this golden era, we will lose. It's just so astonishing how easy it is to make money and attract an audience in today's era. You can literally walk into a retail store like Marshall's or Target or Home Goods, and you can go on your phone on the eBay app, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an example, okay? eBay. And then let's look up some Nike shoes. Nike shoes, okay? So let's say you find an exact model of shoes and then you look up the exact model that you found, right? You go to sold and completed items and you see what they sold for. So if you found this pair of Jordans right here, this pair of Jordans sold for $51. So if you found that in Target or Marshalls or something like that for like $30, then you could flip that and just make 20 bucks. You literally just click on list an item, you describe the item, you type in the title, and you take a picture of the item and then you post it. If you have a PayPal link to your account, then you're gonna get money if someone buys it. You just ship it out. It's ridiculous. Like, people do that for a living. Like, I saw someone on Instagram, I think his Instagram was 8-figure Amazon FBA seller or something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, 8 figures means that he's making $10 million a year from doing Amazon. So this guy is selling on Amazon, right? He's going to retail stores and flipping things, and he's making $10 million a year. I mean, how insane is that? It doesn't get any better than that, guys. Like, if you're doing that along with building your social media, you can do anything. Like, some people just are not entrepreneurs. I'm not saying to do it if you don't have it in your DNA, if you do not like it, but for some of us, that makes us happy. Like, I genuinely enjoy going into retail stores, buying things and selling them on eBay. I genuinely like to make content like this. I like to post. So like, you have to do what's gonna make you happy personally. Just because something's cool, you can't hop on that trend. Because ultimately, if that's not for you, you're gonna lose. So you need to experiment with everything. Like right now, I'm experimenting with this page, you know, like this like flipping and talking page, kind of. Financial page, I guess. And I also have a fitness page, which I'm gonna be a bodybuilder forever. I absolutely love bodybuilding. But, you know, the social media for fitness might not work out, you know? And this one might. So I need to be aware of that. And I'm gonna try and build an audience on both of them. And if one of them succeeds and one of them fails, then I'm gonna go all out on the one that I'm good at, not the one that I'm bad at. Because if I go all out on the one that I'm bad at, I will lose. Let's talk about the type of content that people wanna see. And I'm saying this stuff for myself too. Like, I'm not producing good enough content. I'm not producing enough content. I am just getting started, you know? Like, from a branding perspective, there is not too much content. That doesn't exist. Just keep posting content. Keep providing value. Keep documenting your journey. Don't create all the time. Creating is amazing and all, but documenting your journey and exposing your truth is really what's gonna attract people to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people would follow you, because if someone can relate to something that you are saying, they will follow you. Like, you have to try to provide value with every single post you do. Like, take your story and provide value with the message that you are saying. Like, let's be real here. Nobody cares about a picture of your face. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit, you know? You're not providing them value. You're not providing them either entertainment or information. And you need to find out how you best communicate. Like, are you good on camera? Are you a good writer? Are you good without the camera? Are you a podcast person? Like, I know personally that I'm a writer. I'm really good at writing. I'm very much hoping that I'm good at, you know, because ultimately, if you're very good on video, then it's good. Because if we look at the future, we use common sense, people are gonna be watching things, people are gonna be listening to things. Like, in a decade or two, people are gonna be putting contact lenses in and they're gonna be watching virtual reality. Like, I think the biggest thing we need to understand is that the world is gonna change. Like, Apple changed the world, but you know, some other smart motherfucker is gonna come out of nowhere and he's gonna create something that's ultimately gonna change the world again. Like, I don't know how it could get any better than this, but maybe someone else does, and maybe someone's gonna create something crazy. Whether it's a decade from now, 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, you know, I think we just need to be aware of that. If we want to do what we love, you know, in perpetuity, then we need to work really hard. Like, putting out content every day is not easy. Putting out 100 pieces of content across 5 different platforms is not easy. But if you do it, then you will win. And if you don't, then you're just gonna be another person walking around New York City that nobody cares about. Or any other town or city or country, whatever, state. It's your choice. Do you wanna be relevant or do you not wanna be relevant? Do you wanna be respected or do you want nobody to give a shit? The moral of the story is, do what makes you happy and don't let anybody get in your way. I'm speaking to myself right now, you know? I'm speaking to myself because All of this stuff that I just said, I need to get through my own head so that I can build my social media, so that I can live my dreams. But the thing is, I genuinely care about you guys. I love to see other people succeed too. Like, if I had all the answers, then I would give them out to everybody. I would give everything for free. And ultimately, as I document my journey, I'm gonna give everything for free, everything away for free. I'm gonna dissect everything from my soul, everything that I have in my mind, I'm gonna give away for free. All for free. And really all I want, some shares, some follows, you know? I just want to spread a message around. Everybody thinks they're so old, like even like 18-year-olds and stuff like that. Because their parents and everybody else around them makes them believe that they are getting so old because they're gonna graduate high school. It's ridiculous. Like, think about it, if you're 18 years old, right? You have 82 more years to live if you're lucky. Now think about that. If you're 18 years old, you can do nothing for the next 10 years and still be a baby and still build an empire. Like, even if you're 50 years old, you have 50 more years to live. You have a whole nother life to live. Stop saying you're so old. You're not. Go do something. You're not gonna get what you want if you're sitting on your couch all day. You have to do. You have to go on your phone and do. Talk to people. Make connections. Like, if you're 50 years old, what are you gonna do with the next 50 years? You're just gonna sit around and do nothing? You're gonna work till you die? Retire at 64, you know? Why can't you just do something that you love for the rest of your life? So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you stuck to this part of the video, I appreciate you a lot.